Good morning, everybody. Um, yeah, it's bright and early here. Um, and I wanted to talk to you today about choice. Choice, saying something's good or bad. It's Monday. It's going to be icky because we're going back to work. It's Friday. Yay, the weekend's here. Getting up and deciding whether you're going to have a good or bad day. Whether you're going to have a good or bad month. Oh, money's going to be tight this month. It's going to suck. We do a lot of choices every day. We do a lot of choices every hour, I'd say. And we do that from our perception, our stories. So if your story is driven by your unconscious drivers, and those unconscious drivers have a very negative view of the world, if at some point they said, let's say you got a relationship. Everyone does. So maybe your teenage boyfriend cheated on you, or ran away with another girl or boy, or some best friend went from you over to someone else and they won't speak to you anymore. Let's say one of those things happened when you were a kid. Okay? When you're a kid, we look at those things and we go, I'm never trusting anyone again. I was an idiot. I never should have trusted them. They abused my trust. They hurt me. Okay? As a kid, we make those choices. Now, our internal drivers take that and go, oh, right. Okay, so in order to keep you safe now, we've got to make sure that you don't trust again, and we're going to spot all those times that would hurt you where you're going to trust, and we're going to make sure that you're aware you're trusting, one, and that you shouldn't trust. And we're going to hold you back from trusting. Now, if you're a child and your unconscious has made that decision, it's made that decision to keep you safe. Now, as you get older, it's going to start incorporating other experiences in that. You go to the checkout counter or to check out from the store, and the cashier overcharges you. Boom, that's another one for not trusting. If you, let's say your dog won't do as you say, boom, that's another thing in for not trusting. Because we don't look at the situation, we just look at more of this. And we don't look at the fact that we're making choices. We're just piling more and more and more on. And we're incorporating our current knowledge. Well, government said they were going to do this. They're not doing that. Bam. Another reason for not trusting. Banks. They said they were going to look after our money. Now they're taking it all for fees and that. Bam. You can incorporate that from anywhere. By the time you reach my advanced years, you'll have a huge wall there, and you will be viewing everything, absolutely every interaction, from a place of distrust. Now, if you're viewing everything from a place of distrust, how are you going to choose a good day? How are you going to be able to choose anything other than distrust? How are you going to be able to choose to have this future you want to have, whatever that may be? Maybe you want to retire in Hawaii. Maybe you want to go traveling more. Maybe you want to, have a farm out in the country. And those are your big dreams. How are you going to be able to do that when you can't live in a place of distrust? Not only are you distrusting everyone, everything, every other event, you also distrust yourself. You don't trust yourself to keep yourself safe, to make good decisions. So these are some of the things that reside in our unconscious drivers. If we are coming from a place that we are driven by our unconscious, and we all are, good, bad, or indifferent, we're driven by that unconscious, how can we make a choice for our future in a good way? We're all driven by our unconscious. We need to be aware of when we are driven by it negatively and when we're sitting in a place of freedom from all of those interactions, all of those perceptions, our free nature. If we haven't tracked our bound nature, the negative stories that keep us in knots, that tie us up, if we haven't tracked what the thought is, what the feeling is, what the physical symptoms in our body are, and what the behavior is of those bound nature, negative stories, if we haven't tracked all that, we are going to make choices from a negative place. It just happens because that's all our unconscious driver knows, and that's all we're aware of. If you want to increase your awareness, if you want to live in a place where you can make conscious choices, instead of choices from negativity, instead of choices from past decisions, instead of a lack of choices, talk to me. We need to change this. We need to make it so you can actually reach your goals and your dreams. If you want to lose weight, if you want to stop being depressed, if you want to get rid of that anxiety, if you want to move ahead in any way, shape, or form, be that professionally, personally, mentally, physically, spiritually, you need to get out of your way. You need to change those unconscious drivers. Otherwise, you're always going to be coming back to your negative stories. Always. So, message me, please. Talk to me. That November group, that pilot is starting up in 1 or 2 days, and you need to be there. You need to change your unconscious stories. You need to have the ability to move forward and make those choices and changes in your life that will take you to where you want to go. Talk to me. Have a great day. Love you lots. Bye.